Hi, everyone. Welcome to Tech Tuesday. I'm Roy LeFew with Grace Computer Resources. And today we're going to be talking about phishing. No, not the kind of fishing you do with a rod and reel in the ocean or on a lake or stream or river. No, we're going to come back to the office and talk about phishing that is a way for hackers to gain access to your accounts. And they basically do so by tricking you. We talked last week about how to secure your passwords and to virtually eliminate hackers being able to guess your passwords and get into your accounts if they were able to find one password through a breach or something. But today we're going to talk about the way that hackers actually trick you into giving up your password and just giving it to them so they have full access to your account or accounts. And that's called phishing. So one of the most common forms of phishing is via email. So what happens is a hacker will send you an email that looks particularly valid, but it is not. It's really a ruse to get you to click on the bait inside and take a big old bite of the worm. And once you do, they've got you hooked. So the email will come and it'll look like it's from your bank, or maybe from a Netflix or from your Office 365 administrator. And there'll be something really urgent in there. Your account's going to be canceled unless you click here and validate, or a hacker has breached your account. Click here to make sure that your information is secure, which is very ironic. But once you click on the link that's in the email, then it's going to open up a browser, and it's probably going to take you through a situation where it says, you know, in order to securely access this information, we need you to log in. And so they'll present a login screen that looks just like your bank or Netflix or whatever the email ruse is. And you'll key in your username and your password, and you'll hit enter, and it'll refresh probably and say, oh, there was an error, try again, or something like that. Or maybe they'll even refresh you to the real website. But once you have done those steps, now the hackers have your credentials. They knew it was your bank account, for example, and now they have your username and password, and they just steal all of your money. It's not good. The second way they kind of use email is through email attachments. So maybe it's a PDF or Word file that's attached to a document. And again, it looks like it came from somebody valid, maybe, or maybe you're just curious because it's very nebulous, very open of what it really could be. So you go ahead and click and open the attachment, and then, you know, it says something really brilliant like, oh, in order to open this attachment, we need to have you to sign into your Office 365 account. And so you go, okay, yeah, that makes sense. In order to use Word online, I've got to sign into my Office 365 account. So you put in your username, your password, and now the hacker has full access to your Office 365 account or your Google account, whatever your email host is there. And once they do that, then they can do even more damage by getting into your email, setting up email routes so that anytime an email comes in, it's automatically deleted so you don't see it. Or they can start sending emails to other employees in your company or vendors that you trade with. A lot of fraud happens with wire transfers this way, where they actually gain access to an account and they start impersonating a person. Or they might go in and start just looking at your emails and trying to figure out the hierarchy of your company so that they know who your boss is and what your boss might ask you to do. And so they can tailor an email that's very specific and it looks valid from that point going forward. That's just some of the ways that they use phishing to be able to get to you. Just a rule of thumb here, don't ever click on any link in any email ever. Until you can get to the point where you can distinguish between what is a safe and unsafe email, just say no to everything. Just unclick it. And the same thing with attachments. Unless this is a file that you knew was being sent to you by the person that sent it and you were expecting it, don't open the attachment. Or if you get something that's questionable, call the person on the phone. don't reply to the email, because again, the hackers might have a mechanism to where they can reply to you and say, oh yes, that's valid, go ahead and open it. So you might just verify with the person directly over the phone. If you'll do this, you will not fall for these phishing attacks and your accounts can stay secure. So that's it for today's Tech Tuesday. Stay tuned next week. We're going to talk a little bit about ransomware. Take care. Bye-bye.